Kuna wase unaweza wabonga broski umedundiwa na NIS, KRA, CID. Nini? Maze kumeenda nimedu nini? Juu tu umemention msee. Well, bro, see. Maze, tears jumped out of my eyes. Nilidu hivi ile wasiwasi nione like, what is this?
What?
For real. Sasa hapo ndo nikajua, this music. What is this music? You know? So that was the beginning of...
At home, did you have a tenje?
So yeah, we had systems. We had my dad used to collect vinyl.
What was he playing?
Bob Marley.
Or reggae?
Bob Marley, Jim Reeves. He was a very... My dad naweza sema nimse sophisticated, yeah, nimse akona taste. So he had different
swag.
He had different types of music, but alikuja kaokoka alafu sasa akapiga blanket. Only Christian content.
But this is during your childhood.
This is now a little later. So as he got saved, yani akaanza kuelekea sasa stories za church, hizi vitu zikaanza kutoka. But we used to have so I used to have all these LPs zimeka tu hapo, Lionel Richie, the Commodores, classics. And I used to mess with them, like nachukua LP, nacheza nayo, all this stuff. I didn't even know like this is something that happens. So you put the needle, then you put the record on. As the vinyl starts spinning, ukiguza inafanya nasema, hey, okay, that's a cool sound. So I started messing around with those needles. I broke a bunch of those needles. Zilikuwa do mobs, zilikuwa so saba. But sikuwa nataka mzaya jue. But sounds, after now the thing with Miss Fernandez in Standard 4, sounds started to fascinate me.
So what was it about that moment?
The harmonization.
But let's be clear, this time you're in class what?
Class 4.
So you've not broken your voice?
Yes, but still the girls have a slightly higher pitch than...
Yeah, so but your voice... What
I'm still talking like a kid. Imekuja baadaye. I was a kachabi kid, bro. Nilikuwa tu kachabi, machabi chicks, cutie. Man, when I was a kid, bro, I used to go places with my parents, mazi hata wazazi wengine wananiita, come, you're so cute. Man, tumeenda course fulani na wazazi wangu was like 4 or 5. A bunch of Italian people at a hotel. Oh, bambino. Man. So nilikuwa katoi kabisa.
Okay. So that singing
changed my life because she told the girls to sing, then the guys, then she told us sing together. Ika harmonize.
You had.
And I was part of the harmony. Yes. So I was like, I have no words to really explain that moment. But it changed my life forever. Then now I started going hard with my dad's records. Like, okay, all this music my dad's listened to, most of it is boring. Ebu nianze kuzichambua. Then I started falling in love with really old music, Commodores, Bob Marley, like I was saying, yani mziki, ma classics za kitambo. And I'm listening to them in the house. ABBA, Earth, Wind and Fire, yes, bro, all of it. And so I listened to the LPs, dub tapes. I started getting very serious with it now, and I started learning ati kufanya hivi nafanya jigi. Sema, okay, what does this mean? What can I do with this? So I went to school. We had our sports days in Consolata were nice, but the music was always garbage. Like basic music, ile tu music ya kupitisha time. So I made a cassette tape with a mix. So I took a bunch of those songs I like, and then I recorded them onto a cassette tape from the vinyl. Then I went to the school and told them, Cheki, can we use this tape instead of hizi mamziki za kawaida zenye tunatumia? So I now really started to fall in love with music.
What?
And yeah, but haikuwa na njia at the time.
So did they play that tape?
Did they play the tape? No, they didn't play the tape. I put a lot of effort into it. Why didn't they play the tape? I think I was just a kid, like, hizi ni gani, umse ako nazo. No, they didn't play the tape. I took the tape to school, but no, they didn't play it. But I still continued to listen to music. One of my uncles, my Uncle Joel, was also a big collector of music. So when we'd go to visit him, nenda nasikiza mziki kwake, alikuwa nasikiza soul, dance, pop. Sasa ni Michael Jackson, tumeanza kuingia sasa mamziki. Man, there was nothing I loved like music. And school sasa ni kuenda tu. Muenda tu. You should do better next time. Wawero, you're so clever.
By the way, what are your government names?
Dennis Kaggia.
Yes, okay.
So it's like, oh, do better, but mi sijali. mi niko kwa dunia ingine because in class I'm floating because I write too slowly.
Okay.
But I have to go to school. I'm not good at soccer. By this time now, my best friend is a guy called Samuel Mayaka. Sam is in the States. Shout to Sammy, what it does. And
Samuel Mayaka? Did he come to Breban?
yes, he did.
I know Samuel.
Yeah. Samuel is that's my best friend from being a kid.
No way.
Yeah. He's in Ohio now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hey, what are the chances of that?
Yeah.
So he lives over here in Kile.
Upper Kile, yeah. Very good guy, dope family. Also a fiti son. Even his brothers are my guys. Chris, Robert, everybody.
You can't make that up.
Hey. Sammy was my best friend through Primo. Hapo si wote tukua fiti ball. So
and he also played keys. Yeah.
Buda alikuwa mkali. Buda alikuwa anataka jokes. Kila mtu anacheza piano kwa hii nyumba. Si ati nini, bro, they had a baby grand in the house.
Yep.
Mnaingia, kila mtu anagonga time yake, unapiga alafu unaishia. The dad was very big on discipline. He was a permanent secretary in Moi's era. So he was a serious guy of discipline, attacking jokes. And I appreciate him for that. So that's how I came up. Primo tukaendelea.
That story was just
yeah. So Primo ni ile tu hapa na pale, nothing serious. Then now I started. That's when I realized kuna wase wako na mado. Sasa tuko konso. Unajua wazazi mazee wamejitolea, wamekupeleka the best they can. Ndani hiyo the best they can, kuna wase hiyo ndio bottom yao. Unaniget? Nikaanza kurealize kuna wase wako fiti. Kuna wase wako fiti kwa hii dunia. Sasa inaanza kuactivate hizo vitu. Bro, Nani's kids were in that school, Mudhama.
Yes.
The Gemstones guy.
We're also in Breban with them. Alice.
Bruh.
Alice and...
Bruh.
Yeah.
It was crazy. Who else had kids in that school? The guy who cannot be mentioned.
So it has beep it.
I think kids were in that school. Yeah.
I'm beeping that one for sure.
Wewe.
The names you don't mention.
Bro, this internet has lied to guess that we are free. We are not free. We are not free. Ori dunia iko na wenyewe. Wewe. Kuna wase unaweza wabonga broski umedundiwa na NIS, KRA, CID. Nini? Unashindwa, maze kumeenda nimedu nini? Juu tu umemention msee. Wewe, bro, zi. So
lanes.
But I've started to see it.
And also, there are Indians in that school as well.
A lot of Indians. It was a very well mixed school. Na wase wenye wanataka watoi wao wako na tabia mzuri.
Yes.
Hizo shule zenye zilikuwa za wase wako na do, but it's not really, the discipline factor was not
discipline out the window.
So Consolata was, Catholic, very serious, mnafuata program. Whether your parents are rich, good for you, but utafuata program.
It's so... You've said a very sharp thing that very many people don't know. The schools people think they want their kids to go to because they're the Ivy League schools, the GCSE schools, the top class, are very expensive. The one thing that they don't have is the discipline factor.
And that's everything.
That changed. That 2 years in... My Braeside, but Braeside was sweet. My Breban years completely changed my life.
Okay, they ruined you, or they made you?
No, they had extreme positives. They opened up my mind in a way that no other school had ever opened.
Okay.
By the time I was entering university, I was laughing. But they also gave me too much freedom that I was not ready for.
Yeah. And discipline is the final boss in the video game. For real, bro, motivation is for amateurs, bro. Discipline is everything. Na vile mimi naichukia. But that's truly, like, bila hiyo hawezi do kitu.
Hands down.
Hawezi do kitu. When mnoma, and vitu zingine tumelearn the hard way. You can do stuff off of bursts of genius or bursts of inspiration, but haitakufikisha.
You're right.
The talented nigga will be second to the disciplined nigga.
Hands down.
That's how it is. Yeah. So tuko Consolata.
You can't work hard without discipline.
How? Wake up in the morning, do the same thing every day. Na hupendi, but it needs to be done. That's the game, as I came to learn.
Bro, you know we can end this CTA right now, and you've given the creatives the key to success.
It's discipline. Si tuli survive na bust. You see, like in our era of music, unatoa ngoma moja unakula nayo 6 months.
6 months without a video.
Na kama ni kubwa sana kama zangu. Like kama we ni bad man. Yani unaingia studio unasema, we got one. Unakula ngoma 1 year. Unaenda States 2 months unarudi. Unapiga mashow Eldoret, sijui wapi, Nakuru, uko fiti. One song. Unaingia studio twice in 1 year. Imagine. Shameless. It's terrible. Nobody should be allowed to eat like that. Bro, that thing ruined guys. Hiyo kitu iliangusha wasanii mbaya maze.
Wow.
Bro, unakula ngoma moja mpaka yani alafu unaanza tu kuona ni hivyo. Sasa unaanza kuishi kama donda, una assume do it last forever. Hey, crazy.
We'll get there.
We'll get there.
But so what I love about what you're talking about, Consolata, it opened up your mind to how other classes. Mkifanya fundraiser ya shule, kuna watu wana raise 500. Kuna watu ile slip ya, you know, like these runs you do, yes.
The blood donations, ile go with a form, tell your parents to give you some money, unaenda hapo unaandikiwa so 2, so 5. Kuna mtoi anakuja na form imeandikwa 5k, 10k, 20. Sema bro, this kid pulled up with 50 G's at school. Unasema
in the 90s.
Alafu always whoever raises the most money gets the bike. Tulikuwa tunapewa bike. Every year it was this chick called Puja, bro. Puja maze, wazazi wake walikuwa wazito. Bra, mnaenda holidays, mnarudi. Unajua ile composition ya, tell us what you did during your holiday. Some guys are saying I went to visit my grandparents. Some guys are saying I went to Mombasa. Puja maze ana pull up anasema we went to Venice. We were on gondolas. Sasa unaenda library kutafuta dictionary useme gondola ndio kusema bra, nikajua kuna lens. And now this confirms to me something. What I'm really good at is structuring and cutting deals.
Wow.
Niliona watu wako na do, nikaanza kurealize okay, there's something over here. So like the first deal I ever did, maybe I was like 9, maybe 8. Kuna dema amekuja shule. So this time is the Game Boy era. Game Boy is like a little console with a green screen. Ni kama it looks like a phone.
Yeah, niyo tumeweka kwa screen.
Okay. Yeah, unadu ile kitu sawa. So and I useke color Game Boy. Yes. The gray one with the green nini.
Okay.
So it's a Game Boy era. Me, I want a Game Boy. I can't get one. Other kids from these rich families, they have Sega Mega Drives and like, God damn, maze.
Bado kwa Atari.
Mimi niko Atari yani na mimi nadai kitu. How do I get one? So this girl called Marion, her dad was maybe was also maybe a PS or something, Marion Lesrima.
Bro.
Yeah.
Even Marion came to Breban.
Oh yeah?
So what do you
So you ilikuwa funnel, Consolata Breban. But mimi nilienda patch.
Yeah.
But that's another story.
Her mom, when Obama came, from the Maasai family, I think her mom was helping the Samburus, female circumcision and things like that, prevention. So she was celebrated by Obama.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yes, she was from a heavy family. So we are here talking about Game Boys, Game Gears, all this stuff. And she said, oh, my bro has one of these, but I think it doesn't work. And then the thing on the back is not there. Nikasema, the thing on the back ni battery cover. Sasa nimekuwa bad man sasa, nimeanza hivi sasa. Nimeanza kuskim, ambia cheki, ebu come with it tomorrow. Dema me pull up nayo maze. Nikaona hii kitu nikasema, I just have to risk this. I don't know whether this thing works or not. Na pia mimi sitaki tuanze ku experiment kama ina work.
Yes.
Alafu afikirie, it works, let me give it back to my bro. So mimi nataka kuinunua kama scrap. Ambia sawa. You know what? I want to buy it from you for 500 shillings. Nilikuwa na sotano because my parents used to make us work at home. My default is lazy. Lazy people are some of the most important people in this world because they find the shortest path to things. But you should never cultivate laziness. So my parents used to make us work.
That is so deep. Lazy people are important because they find the shortest path to things.
Yes.
But don't cultivate it.
Because laziness itakumaliza. So it's just understanding, like your default is, what's the fastest way for us to do this? Njia rahisi ya kufika huko tunaenda ni gani? The ideology, yes, of efficiency comes from lazy people. But don't cultivate laziness. So tulikuwa tuna shell mahindi, so nilikuwa tumefanya hizi jobs za mahindi, nilikuwa na kaso 5. Kaambia Marion cheki, chanchukua hii nyama maze. Akachukua. Nikachukua Game Boy. Maze sijaifurahi hivyo.
It worked.
My life. Ili work.
Ilikuwa tu cover.
Ilikuwa tu batteries, bro. Kaidunga ma batteries shot to Marion if you see me. I never met your bro, but msichukue vibaya. So, yeah, so Marion slang me that. Tina was in that deal with me. Tina maze kidogo naweza sema hapo nilimcheza rough kidogo because she was a kid, nikamshow cheki. Now I really wanted it to be mine, not me and Tina. Mine. Nikamwambia Tina cheki, I'll trade you something, then you give me the
Tina gave you a piece of that cut.
So
a bit of the investment.
Did Tina give me some of the money? Maybe. Okay. That part sikumbuki 100%.
No, Tina, so, she was also mjanja. She knew how to put herself in there.
And then she used to roll with me. Maze, Tina was my number 1 fan. Najoga tu mse ndio ule mse maze. So nikamwambia Tina, mimi nataka hii kwa yangu. So I think I gave her a draft board or something like that. Game me kwa yangu. Mimi msezi. Ruthless kama Easy E. So that's when I started like cutting deals, like understanding, okay, so this is how it works. Na nikaendelea na life. Nikaendelea na sasa nimeanza kufika hizo ma age za standard 6, standard 7, standard 8. Wase wanaanza ku prepare for KCPE, sijui nini. Hizi stories zote mimi sizitambui. I was literally floating like crazy. Mimi na Sami maze tunachimba, tunakula madimanga hapo. Ma grades zingine hazi make sense maze. But mimi sijali at the time, you know. And I was having a great time with Sami, being with Sami. Like actually Sami is like a very important part of my life. We really were good friends to each other. So like his parents will travel, madhake ameenda Japan na kama anaishi na sisi. Si tunaenda maybe holiday, mimi naenda kwao, but kwao ilikuwa kwetu ilikuwa kufiti, but kwao kulikuwa kufiti. Kila room iko na TV nini. Hey, mse. They used to live in Caledonia somewhere. Yeah. So life tu imeendelea tukafika standard 8. I would not say there was anything major. And then nikaenda ati kufanya nini, ati interview ya Strathmore. My mom really was keen on me going to good schools. And my dad was ready to pay. But interview ya Strathmore, bro, there was no way I was going to make it. Niko na watu hiyo wanaandika vitu nasema, asa naandika nini? Si kabisa, yani niko zero. Exam ati time up, put your pencils down. Bro, nimefanya nothing. So KCPE nikapata, it was a very mediocre grade. Then after that sasa sini high school.
So how does that what does that do to your parents?
Oh, they are very disappointed because they're looking at, you're so clever, isn't it grades gani unapata?
And your sis above you had done well?
No, she's not. I was a stronger student than her.
Okay.
Yeah, but she alijitolea. So she went to Limuru Girls.
Okay. So with you, they just felt you're slacking, bro.
Yeah, like, bro, weni mwerevu, mbona ujitolei? But for me, I'd already tapped out. And when I lose interest in things, that's kind of how it stays for a lot of things. So like, I'm done. So nikaitwa Aga Khan, nikafurahi sana juni day school, nikasema yeah. Iko sawa, at least. This misery, I can bear it. Juu nitakuwa nakuja home kiasi. Things at home were starting to become comme ça, because my dad was working at the bank. But as things were changing, it stopped being about merit and it started to become about education. So now in my dad's office, they started having younger people than them who are going up the ranks fast and becoming their bosses because they have degrees. Kina mzaya wakuwa na madegree.
Yeah.
So mzaya pia akasema history wacha iishe. I want to do my thing. So mzaya ametoka job. Alafu sasa ameingia kiwanja. But you know how it goes.
Entrepreneurship.
So mshahara akiingia kwa kiwanja. Beatings. Hiyo ni guarantee. But they never hate yourself. Ukitoka job alafu busy kupige. That's very normal. Business is for gladiators, bro. So there's this change of status of mzaya ametoka job, he's trying biashara. So him and Madhe, of course, yani kuna kamambo yani. Na pia do, of course, sasa mzaya anacheza because sasa hana mshahara, ame pull back on spending. So home imeanza kuwa kajuice kame reduce kidogo. So
but he owned the asset. But that I mean the house.
Of course, yeah.
By the time he's leaving, huh?
Mzai built that house he's living in, I think when he was like 26 or something.
Damn.
He was a bad man. My dad is very diligent. The part of him I used to wish I had is the being in the middle. Mi niko pande moja ama niko pande ingine. Sinanga katikati. My dad can be that guy who will balance things out. I guess now with age, maybe naanza kuwa hivyo kidogo.
And with kids? Or
no.
Maybe not.
With kids, not so much. With kids, nimedecide kuonyesha ukweli yangu.
Oh, nice.
And nimerealize wazazi wetu, they tried to keep so much from us in the name of wanataka kuonyesha picha safi, but it was not reality. Yeah, you need to see people in good times and bad times. You need to see the full picture. So with my kids, we speak very openly. And I felt I had no choice, especially because of not seeing them every day. Hawa watu nisipowaambia ukweli, itakuwa noma. There's a day I think I was super stressed out. Then my older daughter Tugi asked me, "Dad, what's wrong?" I said, "Nothing is wrong." Alafu after kama 2 days, kitu tu ika-strike roho yangu, nikamuita nikamwambia, "You know what? The other day when you asked me about if anything was wrong and I said no, I was lying." Then she looked at me, she said, "Dad, I've also been lying to you." And I've been taking candy from the store, naeka kwa bedroom, niko na maboxes za candy chini ya bed. Wow. Na sijui nini. Mazee akaenda katoa hizo vitu akazileta, nikasema, hawa tu ya wasikiangi shit. They watch, they clone.
Yes.
Your wise words are meaningless. Who you are is what your children are seeing, not what you say. So it is better to be truthful. Nimeanza kuwa na hizi convos mapema na watoi wangu. I don't know if that's the right way or the wrong way, but it's my way.
I love it.
And after God, there's me. Not a teacher, not the internet, not the church, me. Vile mimi naona inafaa, ndivyo itakuwa. Tutadili na Mungu hiyo story. But I'll give it my best. So I'm keeping it a stack with my kids even when they're young. And
dude, I love that.
Yeah.
I love that.
Yeah, there's no other way. So hii mambo ya home imekuwa hivi. So I want to be at school, but bado ka anxiety kana nisumbuanga, new people nini, so I don't, niko too value of this.
So you start Aga Khan? No. Okay.
My parents wanafanya wiring and fixing.
Oh.
Nikajikuta na umse in the jungle, in the trenches, in the streets. Bro, kutoka Consolata kwenda Patch ilikuwa movie. What?
Okay, wait. Let's stop and change some birds. Tukirudi hapa tunaendelea hii story kutoka hapa. Okay, cut.